Hello all. This is Miss Falkenberg, and this video is about how in the world are we going to teach physics in a virtual setting. And we actually have some pretty good tools, and what I want to do is kind of walk you through how I get set up, where we start, and where we're going. This is in general for the AP courses. I've got an AP Physics 1 course and an AP Physics 2 course, but I just want you to be able to see these in the resources. First of all, this is basically, I guess this is my playground, but ultimately you'll have your courses, and I will have a Physics 1 course, and inside of this I've got a Google Meet section, which is where we're going to meet the first day. And if I open up to here, I've got some Google Meet and Hangout quick starts. But for instance, for first period, I've got a Google Meets link, okay? And so I'll send the email out. Your email has this video linked inside of it. It also has this Google Meets link for first period and all my AP classes. Okay. So basically the first thing we're going to do is go to a first period link, right? Good
Matt
times.
Warbeck, could you please come to the front office?
And we join. Okay, now the cool thing is we've got these things called breakout rooms. And I have this ability, and I was in first hour, I have this ability to open up breakout rooms. And these breakout rooms will be assigned and a table. I don't have them assigned yet, but they'll be the same pretty much for every unit. I like to change breakout rooms. And this is how I organize my breakout rooms. So I'm going to move this, once I get them organized, off to the side. So once I give the breakout room links to each group, about 4 students will be in each window. So in this window we'll have 4 students. Maybe this window has 3 students, but I post those. When I say, hey, let's go to a breakout room, they'll get that from Schoology. And from there, I've got a lot of control from each of these. So I've started a class. And then this is kind of my control. I can go to different breakout rooms and kind of tap in and say, hey, how's everything going? I can put my video in on their breakout room. Let's see if that even is working today. And I can talk to them. So I've got I have to do this here. Okay, so I can mute myself there, but in here I can give video and they can see me through that. Okay. Anyway, so I've got all the control through this. I can broadcast to all rooms. I can speak into all rooms and say, it's time to come back to the main room, and I'm going to basically remove all occupants from the breakout rooms. My breakout session is over. So while I might still be in there, I can close these students out and we can all come back to the main room. Okay. So let me get main session right up here. So the intent is also in those breakout rooms with Google, they've got the ability to share documents. Now they'll have a stylus. I've got a Mac, or not a Mac. I've got a desktop, so I can't use a stylus. I have to use a mouse. But they've got options for pens and to write on this. And so they should be able to write with their group and identify class norms is what we'll start with. But then we'll get into how to design experiments or even work through some word problems or physics problems, trying to solve and make predictions. But each member of the group, because it's shared, right, will have the ability to grab a pen or grab an eraser, grab the laser to get attention, create text, add images, add shapes, put a sticky note in there, and whatever. Okay, so we'll probably, this is breakout group number 1. We'll probably put a date up at the top that says 9/8 and oops, I should have a slash there. 9/8 class norms. And since that group is going to be together, right? We're gonna, for the next time we do a breakout room, we'll go to another one and we'll title it a different day. Maybe it's designing an experiment for a walking lab or something like that. So that's our Google breakouts using the Jamboard, the saved document, and basically it's just kind of a running saved document. We'll title the page and so on. So that's kind of how I hope to do some collaborative items. So I'm going to just close out of that. So we'll meet every day, starting with a video session. If we do breakout rooms, we'll go there. So we'll be using that, basically this link for Google Meets, right? So first period will go here, 6th, 7th, etc. Third period for AP Physics 2 will have a totally unique setup. So let's get more into AP Physics 1. Some other things, course materials, etc. AP Classroom, for my AP classes, which you guys are the ones I'm talking to, will basically sign up for a specific class. Each hour we'll get different assignments. Now I'll assign the same assignments for each AP Physics 1, but you'll get into here, and yours will look a little bit different. This is my working space. So for our first unit, we're getting into a thing called kinematics. The interesting thing is they are creating daily videos, 6 to 8 minute videos. Now that's a lot of videos, but for someone who can't attend class, maybe they have to catch up, and we can identify which videos to watch. So for each unit, we've got videos, and then we've got progress checks. So basically, I'm going to assign videos, and then I can go to a question bank and assign more practice if we find out that are topic questions. These are topic questions. These are intended to assess each topic. If I find out we've got some gaps, I can go to my question bank and assign more. Most of my homework is going to be assigned via the AP Classroom. 1, to practice their AP format, but 2, it's a virtual world and I don't want to send home a textbook. And I found the textbooks don't really correlate with the AP in there. And basically, I agree with their philosophy as far as conceptual work, designing experiments, etc. Our old textbooks are for old school physics, lecture, like demo, lecture, homework. Demo, lecture, homework. That's not the physics class anymore, right? The physics class is trying to get you engaged. And speaking of engagement, this is the other item. Now, this is called Pivot Interactives, and each student in my AP class or physics class in general will receive a seat in one of these classes. There are over 200 physics experiments. So they cover physics 2, they cover physics 1, they cover momentum, energy, kinematics, dynamics, etc. But they provide a live action video, right? Live action video scaled, right, for us to use. So I can press play and watch it. Now they've recorded it in high definition slow motion. So much better than we could ever do in class, okay? They have the ability, right, to move through this, and you can see the scale to the side. Now I can get more scale by putting a ruler in there. Oh, please act faster than that. I can put a timer here if I want to measure time. And so these are my 2 tools. So basically, hide the tools, open the tools. Because it's what's changing. It's about distance and time. So again, I've got 200 different interactives that I have as a resource. You know, each unit will probably do two of these interactives. Now, right now, you guys will be doing it individually. But if you wanted to get in study groups and do these together, I have no issue with that. I have no issue at all with that. So we have the links to Google Meets. You can go to that main room and work together, okay? And actually we'll work together in class, and I'll probably have you in different breakout rooms, and someone can have this projected on their screen. So those are our main resources that I'm going to be using. AP Physics for homework, for review, and even video lessons if you need that supplemental information. AP Physics will be actually where we have our tests too. But pivot activities, this link, this is where we're going to do our designing of experiments and exploring these experiments. There are other sites that we'd go to, but those are just kind of asides. We'll use them occasionally. These are the main resources that we'll have. So I'm hoping you can see with Google Meets, we'll be able to do the interactive and engagement of small groups still. It's going to be challenging, but I think we can work it out. And then 2, AP Classroom is where we're going to do all our practice. and understand physics. They do a great job of getting a college physics course broken down into topics and skills that we need to develop to make you a great physics student. And then the pivot interactives are that engagement factor. We'll actually use them if we go into a hybrid model, but then you're going to be using them with your classmate all masked up. Instead of, if we do have live options, we'll use that. But instead of having to clean everything all the time, we'll probably still use those pivot activities. I hope that helps you get an understanding. I hope an understanding of how we're going to teach physics. We're trying to be engaging. We're trying to have that group interaction. We're trying to practice our communication skills. There's a lot of things we want to keep doing instead of the traditional method of demo, lecture, homework problems. That just becomes a math class, right? Not that math classes aren't interactive, but physics is the application. Like, you utilize math so that you can do the physics. So we want you to be engaged. We want you to have those pivot activities that are real life, not a interactive, not a simulation on the web where it's a cartoon. I want you to see these things being shot in the air or colliding or sliding down the hill where you get to take actual measurements. So we're developing your scientific thinking through these pivot skills. Okay, I hope that helps as students and parents get an idea. I know we're all trying to work this out, but I'm hoping we can make these work. Yeah, I hope that makes you feel better about joining our physics class. Hope to see you soon.